What's up, fellow Rainbow Six Siege players? We're going to be starting a new tutorial series called Siege University, and without further ado, let's get started.
What it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden.
A lot of people coming into Rainbow have difficulty deciding which version of the game to get. As you can see, there's probably 4. So I recommend getting anything except for this top one, because if you get this top one, you're going to end up having to pay more for operators. You're going to get less operators to start with, and it's going to be all around. You're going to feel like it's much more of a grind. So the most common question I get is, which operator should I start with? Which ones are good? Which ones are easy to use? So let's start with that. For defense, I would roll with Capcan. His gadget does a lot of damage, and you'll get points even if you don't kill anyone just by them hitting your gadget. He's one of the beginner ops, so you don't have to wait and unlock him. I roll with this AK variant. You can have a suppressor, or I'd roll with the muzzle brake. I roll vertical grip and reflex. I just like how the reflex looks, and all that stuff is fun. PMM, I definitely recommend instead of the GSH-18, and Nitro Cell for sure. So his gadget is basically just a thing he deploys on a door. It shoots, blows up, and hits them with nails. So it definitely helps out with score and helps you level up much quicker. So when you guys go to place a Capcan trap, there's a few different heights that you can place them at. You can place them at head height, which I don't recommend. You can place them at like crouching height, which can be useful, but not always, because they can still crawl underneath it. So if you want to guaranteed hit them, you look towards the bottom and place the Capcan trap towards the bottom of the door like that. And you're going to put them extremely low. They're not going to see it in the peripherals if they're clearing the room. And for offense, I highly recommend using Fuse. As cluster charges, you can place on soft walls or windows, and they'll do a lot of splash damage, and you'll get points for even if you just destroy people's gadgets and stuff. For his loadout, I run this AK-12 with the ACOG. A lot of people have trouble using the ACOG, but the trick is that there's a little inner circle, and that's basically what the spray pattern is for the specific gun. And then I roll it with the muzzle brake, vertical grip, and again the PMM, because it does a lot more damage. And it doesn't really matter what gadget you use. I bring breach charges, but when you're placing these, make sure it's not somewhere highly likely, because they can hear it and they might kill you. But just like that. So we just got roughly almost 200 points just from the one fuse charge. And you're going to help your team out. You're going to clear devices, frost mat. Okay, so when you're breaching and clearing rooms, one very important thing that comes up is going to be leaning. So whenever you're going to breach into a room or clear a room, it's important to lean towards the door, and you're going to want to check the opposite corner first, and then you lean towards the door, and you can hold left alt on your keyboard, and that's how you slow walk, and you can slowly start clearing the room. So there's him. And whenever you're clearing, make sure you also go all the way to the opposite corner, because a lot of times some people will pop him and then just immediately start running and plant or something and expect that nobody else is in the room when they should have checked the full room. And the reason that you're going to be leaning this way is to limit exposure to your body. So you can see initially all you saw was his head and shoulder. So you see a whole line of his body is going to be exposed. This is what it looks like when you peek the wrong way. So your whole body is going to be exposed before you even see. Okay, we're going to go against a shield operator. It's going to be kind of scary a lot for first timers. But shields have quite a bit of weaknesses, and as you can see right now, both of his shoulders are exposed. So that's one way that you can take out a shield. If you rush him, heavy shields, so every shield except for Blitz, so run towards me. They're gonna throw their shield over to the side, so you can tag their whole body. Blitz, though, the only thing that's going to be exposed is going to be his legs, so you're just going to have to try to hit that. Or, go ahead and crouch. I'll show you the other thing. If you're going to try to kill him with a grenade or bomb, you got to make sure that you hit it behind the shield. If you hit it in front of the shield, it's not going to really do much. But if you hit him right about there, behind the shield, you're going to do a little bit more damage to him. Might not kill him, but that's going to be the most amount of damage that you can do. The shield does dissipate a lot of it, so predominantly try to hit him in the shoulder. If you find yourself going against Monty, you're going to notice first thing, if you hit his shield, he's not going to fall back like some of the other shield ops. So the only way to really knife him or get rid of him is to run around him. So you got to kind of run around him and try to knife him like that. Okay, so if you find yourself going against Blitz, there's a couple things that you can do for your advantage. First of all, if you do get close enough and he doesn't flash you, you can melee his shield and it knocks his shield back quite a bit. You can hit pretty much anywhere on his body and you'll be able to kill him. Second of all, if he starts rushing you, you can, if he's somewhat damaged, hang on, go back. If he's somewhat damaged like that and he starts rushing you, you can just throw one of these bad boys at his feet. Go ahead. And that's that. Now if he blinds you, try not to panic, try to remember where you were aiming and try to aim towards his feet where he might be. I just want to take a quick second to say thank you for supporting me, thank you for watching the channel, and thank you for my patrons. You guys really help out quite a bit. This is the first video where we're going to be adding bloopers in. The bloopers are going to be only available to the patrons though, and if you'd like to see it, go ahead and check out the Patreon link down in the description. The next tip that I have for you guys is something that's very underrated and a lot of people forget about it entirely. It's going to be T-Hunt. Now, a lot of times I'm going to encourage people to not stream this, not record this kind of stuff because a lot of people get triggered on how people play T-Hunt. But I'm going to show you guys how to use T-Hunt to your advantage and help you play better. So when I'm playing T-Hunt, a lot of times I'll go Ash. She's very fast and very easy to use her guns. You can use Fuse as well if you want to get more practice with Fuse. So what you're going to want to do when you get into a T-Hunt, you're going to want to put some tunes on. And I will supply a link with some good tunes. You just want to put them on pretty much full blast. And you're just going to want to go through, not really care too much about how good you're doing. You want to care about accuracy. You just want to try. You just want to try to get as many headshots as you can. Your goal is going to be to get entirely headshots, and this is going to train your aim. That's going to be the biggest thing that can help you to improve as a player. Is going to be to improve your aim, just like that. And when your aim gets better, then you're going to be getting better at playing the game. You're going to be doing a lot better, and you're going to see yourself grow as a player quite a bit. So I think that's going to be very helpful to anyone that's new or anyone that's struggling to do well in the game. So a lot of people are going to start screaming map knowledge at you, but to be totally honest, map knowledge is not super important. There's only two things that are going to be very important for you as a very new player. One is going to be communication. You really do need to have a mic, and you need to be able to talk to your team. You need to have them be able to talk to you, maybe tell you where enemies are, or give you a call out for maybe a trap on a door or something like that. And then the other one is going to be a tactical mindset. When you're coming into the map, especially when you don't have map knowledge, you need to be able to take what you're given. You need to be able to see a doorway, and you need to be able to clear that doorway effectively, even though you don't know what the map looks like. You need to be able to clear. I really hope this series is going to help you guys out quite a bit. I know a lot of people were asking about this and asking for some type of tutorial series, so we're going to be starting it here. If you guys have anything that you think I missed or that you think should be added, let me know in the comments and I can be sure to add it into the next video for sure. Thanks for watching.